So then I just give it a little hot water. So the oil and the grease, the old shit, is becoming kind of melting or whatever you should say. So it helps clean up the old remnants of oil and dirt. I know this is exaggerated, but I like to do it, and I have the time to do it today. And look now how nice it's running around. The front sprocket is spinning like very much, only by applying this water stream. Spinning freely, and like it's coming directly from the factory. And now I clean my fingers, because that's important. I use protective gloves when I in contact with this nitrile gloves from China, one time use gloves, of course. But anyway, I clean my fingers very much, and be sure you don't have droplets on you when you brush it, airbrush it. Water pressure clean it, because it's a very strong solvent, and I don't think you should be too neglecting the protection and the cleaning of yourself, so you don't have any of this strong solvent on you. Be very careful. Don't do a hazard with these strong chemicals. And now after hot water it's drying up quickly too. Not that it's so important, but that's not important at all. But when I work with it, it takes water, it takes rain, it's no problem. But you don't want to put it away in a moisty bar after, because then it will start to rust again. But this is very rusty resistant, so it doesn't rust easy. So it takes time. But if you have passion for the chainsaw, you don't want them to look shitty and rusty and things. So you like the steel dry and to dry up, and you store it. And if you like your chainsaw, take care of it. You store it in a storage room, which is not bad for the saw, not full of moisture, and you store it in a civilized, good place, of course. Then it dries up quickly too. Yeah, there is the bar after some water pressure cleaning. I even think the chain now start to be acceptable, flexible and movable. I take a cup of coffee, I wait a little more. And when I do on top here, it's dripping down on each other because of the gravity, soaking in more and more. And then it will be usable. And it looks very good, chain. It's something about the fitting on these chainsaws. It may not be the right bar, but anyway, I made the bar good for other chainsaw. Now I test which kind of sprocket I have. Yeah, it's a 325, even though it's a little bit shaky chain. I can feel that it's running with 325, and this chain is soaked with multi-fuel, multi-lubrication oil, as you saw, so it will be better and better as it's soaking in. I give it another bath. Very good pressure on this multi-oil can. So this will be operational. I go look for other bars and chain. I have a good bar, but I think that was from a home light, and it's 3/8. I need a 325. I take one more look on this. The only way this could fit is if the chain is longer, not 56 DL but longer, or I could drill another hole in the bar, but that's not an option. So there is a slightly different bar mount system, and it fits okay there, but then I have no chance to get this chain on it because it's too short. But if it stays longer behind this bar, means that this hole should be not closer to the end, but more further from the end. It should be about there. And what about the oiling hole? Does that fit? The oiling is coming out on this strip here, this track there, and there is the oiling hole. It seems to fit. But it fits perfectly on Husqvarna 254, this combination, but not on this. Was that cool, or was that cool? Under my Dolmar parts upstairs I found a real Husqvarna. It's even named Husqvarna bar, and this has a slightly other mounting here. The tensioner hole is have a little longer distance from the end of the bar and to the end of the hole. Then I found a random chain on one of my places. Don't know the status of the chain, but that's why I call it random. It's just hanging around like many other chains I have, because I have many chainsaws. Then you cannot keep track on them all. That makes no sense. Yeah, it's 56058, and it's moving perfect. Where is the hole? There is the hole. I go find a new bar nut. Well, I was talking a lot about different things. Don't even remember all I talk about. But I lost the battery, and the film stopped. So I was out here in Värmland talking to myself for some time. But anyway, I got the chain on and the bar on, and I was bragging about the brake mechanism. Yeah, now I remember. And I can show it again. But first I close this cool cap for the oil. I remember to put some chainsaw oil on it, bar oil. What I was bragging there, look at this cool brake mechanism. Activated, a little hard to activate, but I think you can adjust the resistance or the release power by turning this screw. Looking very cool, this mechanics, all metal. Stops the chain, very easy to release back. Guess it will last forever, kind of mechanism, and that's very cool to know. I did tighten the bar properly, yeah. So that's how far I'm come. I find parts which is meant for this chainsaw. I bought a bunch of saws in chaotic party. A bunch, many saws. I think it was 18 saws I bought a little north over here in Sweden. Dirty and forgotten, and now I have been able to assemble a lot of them, and there was one very exciting chainsaw in that party, that lot, and that was a Husqvarna 162 SE with I guess it's a 68 cc, professional, very powerful. So I did this, I drove I think 4 hours to get them and 4 hours back, and paid not too much. And the seller, he didn't know much about status on everything, so it was a chaotic but big lot. To me it's a big lot. And this is one of those saws I hopefully now is finished to make. Except one thing, it doesn't have the heat in the handle, but who cares? That's a luxury for soft boys in the wood. Now it's comfortable to have warm handles, but I mostly care about having these cool old chainsaws to work. It's pretty light, and I think they have extracted a lot of power from those. Not sure how much cc this has, but it's about 40, I guess. And the name is Husqvarna 240 SE. So let's see if there's been success, that I have one chainsaw from those 4 chainsaws I showed yesterday. I don't know about you, but I think it's pretty impressive. I'm pretty pleased with that result.